was when I
Look at
first
his
started.
dirty ass feet up in the air.
Uh,
Barefooted in center stage. That's gross.
yeah, that's fucking gross. Walk
You
around
think
barefoot.
this?
No, do you know how disgusting a fucking floor is?
Or the wrestling mat.
Yeah, right. The floor is the most disgusting surface there is. It's worse than a fucking toilet seat.
That's true. Harper's
It
right about
is.
that.
I mean, just think the average floor, like at your, you know, at your the Kroger's down the street or your
Oh,
fucking Walmart, because everything you step in gets tracked in there, and everyone else too. So the floor is disgusting.
I feel like this is the lost episode edition of Tammy's Tips.
It's just
nah.
saying, like, if you walk around an arena barefoot, that's what I think about the Von Erich to walk around barefoot. Imagine how disgusting.
Yeah,
It's
but I bet if you do that long
was.
enough, you got snagglefoot so bad that
Bruh.
it's just a layer of callus around your foot.
No,
Uh,
you just
oh.
so back in like I think it was was it 85? I don't know if it was 85. It was when Gino was there. So I don't remember the exact year. If it was if it was in 85. He wrestled a match against Kevin Von Erich. And you know Kevin was generally the barefoot one.
Yeah.
I say that because the fake Von Erich Lance went barefoot sometimes too. Anyway, dude, Gino and Kevin are wrestling. And Kevin, the bottom of Kevin's feet are black. I mean, they look like you know how Harper, if you barbecue and you got all that soot in the bottom of the barbecue pit. It
Right.
looked like Kevin stuck his feet in that after it cooled down. I mean, it looked like just soot.
Harper,
And freaking
name all the places that you go barefooted in times.
the shower.
Okay,
The shower, like around the house.
around the house, you don't put socks on.
No.
Okay. Do you wear your
No.
shoes around the house?
No.
So you put your shoes at like the entrance of your house, right?
I mean, they're in the bedroom. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, like if I gotta go outside for something, I put on the what do you call it, the flops or whatever.
Okay.
You want me to finish what I was telling you?
Well, and then there's the swimming pool and the beach, and that's it.
Right. That's it. That's it.
And I wear beach shoes because fuck the ocean, bruh.
Are you done?
Are you done?
I was going to tell you, Gino has Kevin down on the mat. Or Kevin's got Gino down on the mat, and he's got him in like a leg scissors around his, waist area. Gino bites Kevin's big toe.
No.
And I kept thinking to myself, there's
That's why he died.
no freaking way. And I was like, when Lance and I were covering it on Patreon, we both damn near puked. We were like,
That's
he
so gross.
bit down on his foot. And I'm just thinking, dude, because Kevin, he's probably walking around in the back, pissing at the urinal, stepping in. Bro,
Yeah.
you know how
That's
male
what I'm
urinal.
saying, bro. How
A
disgusting
urinal.
that place must have been.
And it's the Sportatorium, which is already a freaking
Right.
dump. And he's walking around the pissing and stepping where the urine is, and then he's walking down the aisle where Lord knows what is on that aisle, and then he's in the mat. Dude, the bottom of his feet were black.
Ugh.
And Gino
so here's the
bites
thing.
his toe in the middle of the match.
Okay, Menace. Back in your
No,
day
I'm not
when you were
doing it.
hungry,
And there's not a dollar amount that you could pay me.
You were hoping that you could get a look from EC Dub back in the mid to late 90s so that you could get up there to the bingo hall and get your game on. What if it was a clean man's foot?
No.
I ain't biting Harper's foot, your foot, my own foot.
Come
If it
on.
was soaking
It's a white guy's foot.
in a in a bathtub. No,
You wouldn't suck on a man's big toe just to get to where you want to go in life.
bro. Oh, here's the first thing. Some of these dudes out there love sucking toes, bro. I ain't no toe sucker. That. There's nothing for me. If I ain't sucking a toe of the person I'm married to, I sure ain't sucking a toe of any other dude in this world.
I
Except
never
for
got the whole foot thing.
Wait, I can already hear the listeners out there. Yeah, but you some bitches talk about eating ass all the time, but y'all ain't sucking a toe.
that shit's in the same zip code as the poon.
Yeah. She ain't dragging her ass across the floor at fucking Winn-Dixie.
Harper's got a point. That foot's dirtier than that asshole. If you're dealing with the right lady.
It's just one of those. Go ahead, Doc.
If your girl knows how to wipe her ass, you gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It ain't just that. I mean, most dudes ain't doing that unless it's fresh out the shower.
But every broad, they wear the dumbest shoes. They wear a bunch of sandals. All that bacteria flying up and get on their feet, and they always have to pumice off the dead skin. Most bitches' feet are just hooves.
Remember what Paulie Walnut said about using? He's like, you got to make sure your tennis shoes are tied because if you're dragging your shoes through the piss at the urinal, and then you go to tie your shoes, you're basically tying your shoes and you got piss all over your laces and it's all in your hands. He ain't wrong. He's not wrong at all. But the point being, Gino he just put that toe in his mouth and went down on it. I was like, oh, gross. And once again, Kevin's foot was black.
That's disgusting.
That is, we have gone down some pretty dark roads in the history of this show, but I don't know that we've ever talked about anything that's that gross.
And Harper's talked about some nasty stuff on Patreon.
Some real foul ass shit. But that is when you think about, dude, just being in I went to the Sportatorium one time as a kid, and you just instantly broke out in sweat walking in there. It was summer, and I mean there wasn't a lick. I mean no air moving. They had those big swamp fans. They didn't do anything. It was nasty in there. It was gross in there. I think I'd said this on the air. I have a great aunt that was born right at the turn of the century in the 1900s. She went to the Sportatorium for wrestling like in the 30s or 40s or some shit and got lockjaw because it was found out that they were washing the cups and reusing the cups in the concession stands.
Oh, God.
That was 40 years before Kevin's running through there, and they ain't cleaned the floors.
Dude. You can see it too, man. I mean, like, the story's been told a million times about it being this primitive building and it just really was a dump. And the way they shot it, though.
It was a tin shack.
It was a tin shack. Go ahead, Harper. What you going to say?
Don't talk bad about it. It was wrestling mecca, but let's be real.
I saw someone share, it was something on some Facebook. I'll follow the World Class or the Sportatorium Facebook page, and they shared pictures of the locker room. I'm like, God, that looks like it's from World War II.
Harper, you got a little touch of deep state Harper going on.
Not much, Harper. Just a little.
Yeah,
they had the fans, but up high they had those windows that they would open. The ones that had like the arm on them, where you can kind of like halfway open them.
When it's 100 degrees outside, that don't help a damn thing.
I know. That's what I was about to say. But you could kind of see, like, there's times when you can see them open, like when they're shooting from the floor, and you can see up high, where you can see them open. But dude, there's no way. I've talked to a number of people who worked there during the summertime. They were just like, it was just sweltering, man. It's hotter in there than it was outside because of the heat.
So you got normal wrestler foot, then you got Sportatorium wrestler foot. And then you got like Von Erich, like they may get so whacked out on drugs that they forget to bathe for like a few days.
Oh,
Wow. Come on.
What?
But Gino chomped down on the foot, and let's keep going. All of this because Doc said, look at his foot, how dirty it is when Samu went back and got pinned. All right.
Ugh.
Go ahead, Harper. What you about to say before I keep going?
I'm just thinking. It's fucking gross.
It's so gross.
All I ever think of when I think of Kevin or any barefoot wrestler out there is, they're not walking. He's walking to the urinal before he goes out.
You don't think he has flip flops at the?
I don't, bruh. I just don't.
He probably just said, "Fuck it."
I just, even if he did have flip flops, the piss is splashing. You're walking through the piss. It's just a dirty place, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, keeping it moving. The Rock and Roll Express, they do.
No, we need to go back. I want to hear rock and roll.
Why?
I thought Morton was good.
Okay, I wanted to play something from the Freebirds, but here we'll go to Morton.
Don't judge Morton by 2020 standards. Judge it by 1990, and this is a good promo. We said he's going to say something very similar like 2 years later in Smoky Mountain, and we're like, he's got the rap. He's got that rap like a preacher, so this is the same.